Hey, this is Warren Redlick. I had an idea in my head this morning. I wanted to talk about how to find the next Tesla. People are obsessed with, okay, I missed out on Tesla. I want to buy a company that's the next Tesla so I can get in on a 10x or 20x gain. So this video, we're going to talk about how to find the next Tesla. Are you ready? Let's go. So to find the next Tesla, the first thing you have to do is you have to understand why Tesla has been so successful. And my first recommendation is that you read this book, Liftoff, by Eric Berger, which talks about the success of SpaceX, the early days of SpaceX, and how they became successful. And if you understand that, that book shows the culture, the early culture at SpaceX, which very likely mirrors the early culture at Tesla. If you want to see a company that's going to succeed in the same way that Tesla did in its early days, Tesla and SpaceX were both in their early days during their period covered by the book Liftoff. What you'll see in that book, and what you see if you go to visit a Tesla factory like Giga Texas in Austin, is you will see something Elon talked about.
I think if we operate with extreme urgency, then we have a chance of making life multiplanetary. It's all just a chance, not for sure. If we don't act with extreme urgency, that chance is probably zero. And the rate of innovation is not going to be constant. It's either going to increase the rate of innovation or it's going to slow down.
Elon promotes a culture within the company. Number one, you establish a mission, an outlandish mission, a mission that's really hard to attain, but is still conceivable and believable we can get there. We're going to establish a colony on Mars. We're going to get to orbit first, right? That was a big effort, and they got there. But then this outlandish mission, we're going to become a multiplanetary species. Big mission, big value, big reasons for it. And then he commits to it himself. And Elon works crazy hours on his companies and all his companies, willing to try different things and willing to break molds to make it work. So you see that in Liftoff, the intense effort. By creating that culture where people work really hard to achieve a mission, you end up achieving things that people wouldn't have thought possible. Same thing at Tesla. We're going to, nobody succeeded in building a new car company at all. Nobody succeeded in building an electric car company. And Elon said, we can do this. He committed his own money, his own resources, his own time, his own effort, and, literally sleeping on the factory floor when he had to in order to get this thing going. So that commitment, the mission statement, we're going to accelerate the transition to sustainable energy, something important, something people can believe in. The commitment from the CEO that he's all in, his money, his time, his effort, his heart, his soul. And then you see a culture that develops around that where people follow it, where people at the company also work like crazy, where people at the company also believe in the mission. And they're working crazy hours. And one of the examples of that is go out and go places. So I went to Starbase with Ellie from Ellie in Space, and we saw Starbase and the intense activity happening at Starbase is the southern tip of Texas where they're building Starship and going to launch Starship. I went to Giga Texas. I was at Giga Texas, the Tesla Gigafactory that's being built in Austin, Texas. I was there on a Sunday at 8 o'clock at night, and it was busy. So if you think you found a company that's the next Tesla, figure out where their factory is. Go visit. Do you see intense activity 24/7? If you don't see intense activity 24/7, then it's not the next Tesla because they're not innovating with extreme urgency. They don't have the same commitment to the mission that you see at Tesla. Is the CEO sleeping on the factory floor? Are they iterating? Are they changing things as necessary as they go along to make the vehicle better and better and better? Whatever they're making, whatever the product is, whatever the service is, are they constantly innovating? Amazon, by the way, is sort of the previous Tesla. I bought Amazon stock in 2013. Amazon innovates with extreme urgency. You don't necessarily see it, but Amazon is constantly trying new things. When you look at a web page on Amazon.com, they are constantly tweaking how the pages look to get a few more people to click on the buy button, to help you find the right product that you're looking for. There's a lot of innovation. They're innovating in the logistics end to make their logistics better. So it used to be you'd order Amazon Prime and it would take a few days to get your product. And now sometimes you get it the same day. That's all the result of constant innovation. One company that I'm interested in, I bought stock in it. I can't say for sure that it's the next Tesla, but Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat, that's space. That's space where they're trying to innovate in creating plant-based meat. It's also cell-based meat is another area that's close to plant-based meat. There's a tremendous goal. Let's replace animal agriculture. It's an outlandish goal. It would have huge environmental impact for the world. It would also potentially make nutrition a lot better for millions or billions of people. It's a really big goal. My impression of both Beyond Meat, which is publicly traded, and Impossible Foods, which is not, I think some of the companies in the cell-based meat group as well, they have this vision that they can make meat cleaner, safer, healthier, and cheaper, and much better for the environment. That they can get there. There's a vision there that I think a few of the companies have. Kimball Musk invested in one of them. I think it's called Memphis Meat. So I think they are innovating with extreme urgency. I don't know if they're there on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. That may be pushing it. But are you seeing that level of innovation where people are trying to do something that's outsized big? Not just copying what Tesla did. Not just we're going to make a large sedan or we're going to make a pickup truck. I think Rivian might be there. I'm not sure yet about Rivian. But the problem with Rivian is it's already priced at a $100 billion market cap. Tesla at the opening, when they had their IPO, was valued at less than $2 billion. So there was a real opportunity to get in because the value then was low. So that's the other challenge is, can you find a company that's innovating with extreme urgency, that's pursuing a mission that's genuine and real, and that doesn't already have a high valuation? That's harder. It's hard. I don't know that it's going to be that easy to find the next Tesla. And those who follow my channel know the answer is really simple. There's one company in the world that's publicly traded where the CEO is nutso crazy for an extreme mission, works really, really hard at that mission, has inspired a culture that pursues that mission, and they're innovating with extreme urgency, and Sunday at 8 o'clock at night, they're still working. Tesla is the next Tesla. You can go to Giga Texas yourself, and you can see how hard they're working. You can go to Fremont and see how hard they work. Go to any Tesla event and see how passionate the employees are. Don't just go to the event. Go to the after party. Figure out where the after party is, and there'll be some Tesla employees there, and see how committed they are. Go to SpaceX, go to Starbase, and see how committed the employees are at Starbase. If you get involved with any of Elon's companies, you can see the commitment from the employees that they truly believe in the mission, and that they are willing to work extra hard and extra long to get to that mission, to succeed, because it's so important. If you're active on social media, you can probably find some SpaceX or Tesla employees who are really motivated, who really believe in the mission. On Clubhouse, I've met a SpaceX employee, I've met a Tesla employee. You can see that they are true believers. And imagine you're working on a rocket mission that's going to launch humans into space, and you play a bit of a role in making sure that they're safe. How hard are you going to work? You have 4 people's lives in your hands. You're going to work really hard. You believe in that mission. Really, really important that you have that in your company culture. Tesla has it, SpaceX has it, Neuralink has it, Boring Company has it. Only Tesla is publicly traded. Keep your eyes out for when Starlink has its IPO. Keep your eyes out for any opportunity to invest in the Boring Company. I believe the Boring Company is going to be bigger than Tesla. If I get an opportunity to invest in Boring Company, I'm in. Look for those opportunities. Elon, please IPO Boring Company. I want in now. I think Elon could IPO Boring Company at a $100 billion valuation, and he would have no problem selling the stock. Everybody would be in. Here's another thing. Don't look for the next Tesla in what somebody says in social media. You've got to do your own research. You've got to look out. If you just see a whole bunch of people on social media saying, oh, Lucid Air is the greatest thing, or Rivian, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I actually like Rivian, don't get me wrong. Archimoto, there's all these companies that come along and everybody's like, oh, this is the next Tesla. Well, are they innovating with extreme urgency? Have they made substantial changes in their vehicle? That, they started with the vehicle a certain way and they made substantial changes, and you can see it. And is there transparency? That's another thing. One of the things I love about Tesla and I love about SpaceX is, to the extent possible, they're transparent. You can see what's happening. Do they sometimes overpromise and underdeliver? They say they're going to achieve something and they don't get there, or they don't get there as quickly? Yeah. But they tell you what they're trying to do, and they tell you what's happening along the way. And sometimes they overachieve, like Model Y was delivered early. Model Y is amazing. And you can see when Tesla does events like AI Day or Autonomy Day or Battery Day, you can see what they're doing to innovate with extreme urgency. Has Lucid done a day where they've explained this is what we're doing with the Wonder Box and this is how we're making it better? Has Rivian explained their motor technology in depth and given a big presentation about here's what we've done so far and here's where we're going to take ourselves to the next level? Same thing with Arcimoto. Same thing really with Beyond Meat. I haven't seen that with Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat is in a difficult space because they're competing with Impossible and other companies. And maybe they have to be careful not to reveal too much of their tech because their tech might be easily stolen. I don't know. I think it's a real challenge to find the next Tesla. And I think the answer is that we already know the next Tesla. It's Tesla. Tesla right now is trading at $1 trillion market valuation, roughly. Tesla is going to a $10 trillion market cap. It's going to a $20 trillion market cap. It's going to a $50 trillion market cap. If you want to invest in the next Tesla, Tesla is the next Tesla. And if you believe that, you should buy the Tesla is the next Tesla t-shirt at elonbits.com. I'm wearing the Elon Time t-shirt right now because it may not happen as quickly as I think, but it's going to happen. T-shirts at elonbits.com. For Black Friday, use the promo code BLF4 and you get $4 off all the merch at elonbits.com. Thanks to the Vasa Law Firm in Sweden, all my Patreon supporters for helping the channel grow. Check out the link to Patreon in the link below. Check out the Daily Lie on Locals. Link to that in the description below, warrenredlick.locals.com, my political channel. And thank you so much for watching.